Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Mesia X. I came to make a quick tutorial on how to spar. I've been getting a lot of questions lately from a lot of people, and people have been asking me, hey MX, like, how do you become better, or how do you adapt? I'm gonna give you some pro tips that will work and help you out with things that I learned in the past and things that I'm still learning that still work to this day. And after this video, you'll be not only more knowledgeable, but more aware and alert of certain things. So with all that said, let's go into the video. Now we're going to talk about, well, actually, before I get into the juicy part of the discussion, I'm going to go ahead and say this. If you're a brand new player or an ex-Spar player, but not satisfied with the wins that you're getting, you'll need to know a couple of things. To all the new sparrers, listen. When you start sparring, you're gonna have to accept the fact that you're gonna lose. It's inevitable. Unless you hit that subscribe button. It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. Because once you're in the spar ring and you hear that it's lunchtime. But on the real note, that's how you develop faster into spar. Because then you'll start picking up things that you're doing wrong and you'll correct them over time. Now to all my ex-Spar players, you're probably just rusty and need sharpening in many areas of Spar. We can get you fixed up, no problem. Now from all this, we need to evaluate a couple of things in Spar, basic fundamentals that you're gonna have to know and understand. Because without fundamentals, you're not gonna know what to do and what to exactly look for in all of this. So I'll explain and I'll list them. So consistency, patience, and discipline. When I say consistency, you're gonna end up, when you have consistency, you're gonna develop certain routines. And as you practice those routines, you'll build up more morality for yourself. So if you're sparring every day and you're practicing, you're gonna end up, being better. Of course, getting better, and you'll be more ready to spar harder people. You have like more courage. Secondly, patience. I couldn't really find a good example for patience, but I found a little quote. It kind of fits on what I'm trying to say. So the quote goes: "The capacity to accept or tolerate delay, trouble, or suffering without getting angry or upset." So guys, basically, if you're sparring and you're losing a lot, and you acknowledge that you're losing and that you need to try, to come with a different approach, you won't be as heated as someone who's, rushing. You'll be more calm about what you need to do next. So if you're getting whooped, and you're acknowledging that you're the one that needs to fix the problem, you won't be as frustrated as someone who's making excuses. Which a lot of people do. So, it's making excuses is not going to help you in Spar. I'm sorry, it's just not. You're going to leave empty-handed at the end of the day, and the person that you spar, he's gonna leave with 5 spar wins off of you. So really think about that. The third one, discipline. Okay, so discipline. You can't just go into Spar expecting to be the next best thing when you don't even have any type of experience. If you never PK'd or none of that, if you haven't done anything and you've been sitting around, bro, you can't, you really can't say how you're gonna be the next best person if you don't have any type of experience. Like if you're in Spar and you have no type of experience at all, you're not gonna survive. You might as well throw all that in the trash can, because that's gonna get crushed real fast by people like us with experience. Just saying, I gotta be honest with y'all. So with that being said, consistency. So like whenever you're on Growl, and if you're not doing anything important, set some time out to go spar for a couple of hours, or whenever you have time. Go in every day and spar, even when you don't feel like it. I'm telling you, you guys are going to, end up missing stuff if you don't, end up going. If you're trying to practice something and you really want to learn how to do it, you're gonna go every single day to learn that thing, right? So, have consistency, patience. Have patience, guys. Like I said before, if you don't have patience, you're not going to consider what you're doing, and you're gonna let your frustration get to you, and you're gonna keep losing, and you're not gonna be happy. You're gonna keep losing because you weren't thinking, because you were caught up in the heat of the moment. And while you leave the spar room salty with no wins, your enemy is going to be happy leaving with 5 wins off of you. So have patience. I'm telling you guys, it's worth it. And then discipline. Like I said before, don't go in there too cocky. Just be humble and play. Just be humble and learn things. That's really it. Now, we have to go ahead and talk about a couple of things. One, people ask me, what gun should I use? Guys, I don't know what gun you should use. Now, of course, from what I picked up and learned, I'm gonna recommend the M4, or I'll just say it like this: if you are a fast playing person, I'm gonna say go with M4. If you're a slower type of person, you might pick M4. So you have to really find out what type of play style that you're good with. Find out your play style. No one else is gonna know your play style but you. If you're a fast player, you're going with Ghost M4, or any other fast guns. You're going with any other fast guns. If you're a slow person, you're gonna go with any other slow guns. I used M4 because I want to analyze my my steps, and analyze, foresee, to say, foresee, the enemy kind of thing. Just to take it too slow, not to move too fast, and stuff like that. Because when you're much slower, you're bound to recognize a lot more stuff. You're gonna see a lot more than the person that's going really fast. You're gonna be very detailed. So find out what you like. Pick whatever weapon that you think that you're best with. Ghost M4, M4, and any of those guns in those categories. So like fast and slow, it's up to you. Another thing, we're gonna go ahead and get into the now juicy part into the discussion. Now we're gonna really be talking about dodging, of course the spar box and stuff like that. Guys, when you get into the spar ring and you're fighting your opponent, you'll have to learn how to you're gonna have to learn how to dodge. If you don't know how to dodge, you're not even gonna survive 5 seconds into the spar ring, which that's not gonna be very fun. Now, you might have so-called robot movement or bot movement. When I say bot movement, you're moving around, but it's not like freely. You're kind of restricted. You're so used to the square box gameplay that you're not actually moving out freely. And when when I say box, I mean growls, when you move left and right, down, sideways and stuff like that. It's like a box gameplay. It's like a box play. I don't know how to really put it down detailed and all that, but Spar kind of gives you that, insight. So um, you're gonna have bot movement probably. If you're brand new, you're gonna have bot movement. You're gonna play, you're gonna, move like a bot. You know what I'm saying? That's just that. That's completely normal. Don't take it to offense, nothing like that. It's normal. I have to say, if you want to, try to improve your movement, I would say go PK, or just continue to spar every single day, and you're gonna open up your movement, and stuff like that. You're gonna be more free with your control. You're gonna be a lot more comfortable with your controls. You're not gonna be restricted to that, you know, four square gameplay. So that's one for you guys. Dodging is important. Learn how to dodge. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter if you have bar and you come in the spar, bro. You will get clapped if you don't know how to dodge. It does not matter what gun you have. You can have the best gun and still get clapped. You know what I'm saying? So learn how to dodge, guys. I'm going to end up posting, adding a little video on here at some point, and you guys can watch it. But meantime, we're gonna go ahead and get into more. So for the box itself, guys, let me go ahead and say, I'm pretty sure you guys already know. If you ever PK before and you're 1v1ing somebody, I'm pretty sure you guys know that both of y'all are trying to rush to the bottom. It's the same way in Spar. The bottom is the sweet spot, and the bottom is just that, that holy spot that's for some reason, protects you. It gives you protection, in some kind of way. I don't know how to really explain it for y'all like that, but it will save you behind. It will save you behind. And you have to learn how to defend it and play offense on it. When you're playing offense, you're engaging the enemy, but you're also defending, the bottom as well. So the bottom is like your little base. You want to defend the bottom. You don't want the enemy to go below you and take it over, right? Because if your enemy goes in the bottom, now you're on the top, and now you're playing defense for sure. The enemy on the bottom doesn't want the top; he wants the bottom. We are, like I already said, the bottom is the advantage. It's the advantage point. Everybody doesn't spar. Always watch spar players. Always watch them, and as soon as they get into the spar ring, and the bell rings, you're gonna see them automatically run to the bottom. It's the advantage. I'm not lying. It is. You rarely see anybody ever run to the top, and if you do, they're a different breed. Not that there's nothing wrong with that, but yeah, different breed. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. You want to get better at learning how to play the top. Go for it, bro. More luck, more wins to you. But the bottom is the advantage. If you're brand new, you wanna learn how to play the bottom, and overall just get comfortable with it. I would really recommend that first that you play with a friend. You get a friend, somebody that get your E-mans, get your E-girl. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter who it is. Y'all come together and play some spar. Have your friend, have both of y'all just, go a couple of rounds at it. Just fight each other and, learn those skill sets. Learn to defend the bottom, but to also lay down hits on your opponent. So that's very important. You don't want to just sit there on the bottom and just defend. You want to engage the enemy. In many cases, some people call it rushing. Very common. You see a lot with the Spar players. I mean, bar players. My fault. Bar players. A lot of them do that. They rush automatically. It's the same thing. You want to kind of implement that into your gameplay. So you want to, of course, defend your bottom, which is the base. Is what I can't talk. Is which the bottom is like your little base. You want to defend the bottom, but you also want to engage your enemy, because you don't want him to try to think that he could just go under you, and take over. You don't want that. You want him to be on top, so he has no options. He has no time to think. That's what you want. It's really all about pressuring your opponent. If you could pressure your opponent, they're not gonna know what to do. And in many cases, you have some desperate folk. They'll just take it. They'll just take it. They'll run right into your bullets. Just going to the bottom. For some reason, I don't know, but desperate times mean you got to make desperate decisions. So I mean, yeah. You want to, pressure your enemy. Don't ever give your enemy time to think of what they're gonna do. It's either you or him, man. Who's gonna get eaten in the sport room? Someone has to die. That's the bottom line, y'all. Someone's gonna get slapped up. Now, it's two people. Who is it gonna be? So you gotta kind of figure that out. Kind of implement that. Learn to engage your enemy. I'm gonna also have a little bit of VO and gameplay footage in here. Actually, the gameplay footage is playing right now, so you can basically watch it and learn some of the stuff I'm doing. Like I said, watch how star players play. Look, for example, this one right here. They go to the bottom usually. There you go. You see how he's on the bottom like that? You see how he's pushing? That's how you want. That's what you want to do. You want to pressure your enemy. You don't want to give your enemy no time to think at all. Every second counts in there, man. Every second counts. Here's another one with my boy Jax Wasabi. You see, you could see that he's playing the bottom. He's also playing the bottom. He's not on the top. You see how he pushed him, and he won. That's what you want to do. You want the bottom, and you also want to play the offense. He was playing the offense. He had his opponent literally backing up. He knew that there was no other option. Let's watch this one. Oh yeah, this one's me in there. Okay. Well, that was pretty fast. I'm not even gonna lie. So I mean, can't really talk about that one, but let's watch this one again. All right. So Cookie took the bottom. You can see. And you see, did you see how what's his name? Is it Eyes? Is that how you say it? It's Eyes. He did you see how he tried to rush? He tried to like shadow. He tried to rush through him, which in Spar we call it shadowing the person. You go through him to try to get to the bottom without taking any hits, which is pretty common. Let's watch this one. All right. You see how I'm playing the bottom? That's how you want to do. Sometimes you're gonna have to play the top. Don't get too comfortable. On the bottom. Sometimes you're gonna get rushed and you're gonna have to think. The point is that you don't want to get hit. You don't want to get hit. You want to make it so that to the point where you have enough health to ensure that you are sure that you have enough, health to be able to push the enemy when he's low. So that's really it, to be honest. Let's watch some other ones. All right. So he got the bottom. He played offense. Oh, all right. I feel like these gameplays are really fast. But what? We gotta find some good ones. He can't be talking smack at all. Honestly, bro. Look, my stats. You're gonna need to understand that came from a while back, my guy. I still consider my Spar stats good. They're not. Then I mean, they're nowhere near. They're nowhere near near each other. Kind of, but barely. Cause I have 27K and my Spar stats is like 18K. I have no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? If someone tries to crap on my Spar stats, whatever. Honestly, it's whatever, man. You take this game so seriously. It's just like, okay, whatever. So I mean, whatever, man, whatever. So I think it's the fact that I have a tag called M4 Gods, and if you ever see me, I'm pretty sure you've seen my stats, and it's like this always M4 Gods. I always have it in there, bro, guys, because I was an M4 player back then. I was a god with M4. I want to call that my golden era. My prime time. There was a lot of old people that were still playing at that time. Do they play any longer? No. So yeah, I was an M4. I was an M4. A very, very good M4 player, man. A very, very good M4 player. I used M4 all the way up to like 12K at the time. The black Spar mask. I used the M4 all the way up to the black Spar mask. I was very experienced. After that, after I had gotten the 12.5K Spar mask, I started using the default M4. The default M4, yeah, it's the default M4. Cause it was slower, but it had more spread, and it was able to really hit the player. Sometimes, in many cases, it would save my behind because if I hit the player and their bullet hit me, it wouldn't register. So had to kind of pull that off a little bit. Had to throw that in there for a little bit, but it's all good. Yeah, guys. That's honestly really it. Like, learn, learn how to play the bottom, learn how to, dodge. Those are the main things that you guys are gonna need to learn, especially the new players. Learn to dodge, and learn the advantages in Spar. No, you're gonna have to know what's the advantages. Like I said, get a friend, get somebody that spar with them, and you're gonna learn very quick what you should do and what you should not do. You guys are gonna see that for yourself. So, yeah, I could sit here and give you all the hints and tricks, tips and tricks, whatever. Guys, it's really it's really up to you. You really have to pay close attention. Like I said, have patience. If you have patience, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. You're gonna know what you're doing, and you're gonna end up correcting it. I look, when I first started, I was that dude. Okay, I was that noob that got smacked up, slapped up, bruised, and sored. All right, there was no mercy. I got whooped every single time, and I had and you know I was like, you know what, bro? I don't even care. I wasn't thinking. I was just like, you know, I don't care. As long as I get a win, I don't care. 15 minutes in that spar room, I only leave with like 5 wins. You know. So I mean, have patience. Literally, it's gonna save you. It's gonna save your ass. Honestly, that's it. That's really it. Well, that really seems to really be it for the video. So I mean, hey, if you guys found this tutorial, good, helpful, leave a comment. I'll definitely check it out. You know, give you guys I'll definitely help you guys out with that, with whatever questions you may have. Guys, I can't talk. You could definitely catch me on, Growl. You could catch me on Discord. I'll have my Discord up there. Contact me. If you need genuine help and you actually want to learn, I'll whenever I have time. If I'm not working, I'll set some time out, and practice with you guys. I want to thank for the people, of course, in this video. They probably didn't even know that I was recording, except for Hobo C. I want to, thank them for being in the spar room so I could make this video. So yeah, guys, that's really it, man. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hit that subscribe and like button, and we'll go from there. Peace.